Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, at any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
They'll toss it to the left. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Gilmore. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown? Nothing but green ahead. The 20. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, keep it.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want...
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverine. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass, it's Gilmore trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great load.
He lobs one high down the left side. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. That just never had offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Across the 25, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Now improvising. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And the Wolverines will keep this drive going.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Gilmore. Extending the play. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Trying play action. Getting some heat. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverine. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield. It's Gilmore. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. At midfield, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Running through contact. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drive. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Guzman. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pocket starts to collapse. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Gilmore. Gets away from 1. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run to the left. Still running at the 40. There to make the stop and... in this one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of... set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moss. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
To the air, it's Gilmore. He's moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Guzman. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw it again. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fires one high and deep, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And, man, oh, man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked clean for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives.
Oh, it's loose. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. first down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He's going to pass. Fires it. Holds it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Guzman. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Pressure coming. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
And it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish,